Alright, so this is the old fuel pump that just got pulled out of a Volkswagen Vanagon 1984, and we're going to show you how to put a new one in.
What's up, guys? Yeah, we have a fuel pump issue. The best way to see if you have an issue with the fuel pump is just by coming down here. As you can see, we already installed the new one. But what we did first is we took the positive and negative terminals off, okay, and just attached those alone to the new fuel pump to see if it turned on when we turned the ignition on. You won't hear it unless you turn the ignition on, okay? So we turned the ignition on with just the two posts hooked up to the new one just hanging here, okay? And we heard it turn on. So that kind of told us that the old one was bad. It was not turning on, was not making any kind of noise. So it's real simple. If you've never seen it done before, it's just good to see it done once, and once you've seen it done once, then you'll be able to do it on your own. So all we did is we already had these two posts off, positive and negative, okay? And one's bigger than the other, so you can't screw them up, okay? They come with different size nuts and lock washers. So what we did is we took off this bracket here. There's one nut right there. Just take that all the way off, bend this bracket out, and pull the old one down. Okay. Once we pulled the old one down, we left the line still on. The gas lines were still on, and then we put the new one back in the bracket and tightened the bracket down so it was nice and stationary and stiff in place there for us to reattach the gas lines. And we could do it quickly in a way that we don't spill a bunch of gas. So what we did is we just took a set of pliers. We're using needle nose pliers. You could probably use needle nose. I guess I would suggest that'd probably be the best because they have a long nose like that, so you can get all the way across the whole hose. You just clamp that hose. You loosen this hose clamp right here. Okay. And the old one's going to be hanging, so you loosen that up until it's loose. You pull it back and you just kind of pry. Sometimes you might have to pry it off. You pull that off and keep the pliers on the hose so you're not spilling gas all over. You'll get a little bit of drip from here in the old one, but not so bad. And then just re-push it on. There'll be a nipple right here. Push it back on the new one. That's going to be here on the bracket already. Push it back on all the way. Tighten down the hose clamp, and then the same thing on this side. Just clamp it down, loosen it up, pop it off, push it on the new one, and tighten that hose clamp back up, okay? And then put the post on. Like I said, one post is smaller than the other, so you can't screw it up. One positive, one negative. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just tightening up the post here, and then we're gonna give it a whirl, and hopefully our van fires up. You just want to snug those down. Just make sure your wires aren't getting tangled up or rubbing on anything. Make sure there's no frays in the coating. You know, anytime you're underneath your van, always take just a look all over, just to make sure there's nothing wearing. Make sure there's no hoses wearing. Make sure there's nothing that's ready to go that you could potentially catch before it goes and cause more problems. So, always a good idea to inspect. Let's go see what we got.
Yeah.
Hopefully she fires right up.
Please let it fire right up. Ah!
And that's how you replace a fuel pump. Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah, boys, looks like we're back on the road again. Time to get down to the playa.